did that. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome,
everybody. Yeah, see, I'm outer space, so.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome to the live stream, everybody watching.
We are.
Ooh, we got it up
yes.
only 8 minutes late, guys.
Yeah, we've been later. We've been much later. And there's still a lot of opportunity for things to come crashing down, Amy. It happens.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody, welcome to Thursday. Welcome to the kickoff for the weekend. Welcome to a big day, just, for beer lovers and everybody. May the 4th, Star Wars Day. Kennedy worked hard on these graphics. I don't know if everybody can see them. But look at...
I did, and I am currently in the Millennium Falcon right now.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know if you can see this or not, but...
We're having fun with green screens on the show today. So
hi, everybody.
All right. Amy and Brandon, how you guys doing? We'll welcome you back. We're on the audio side. See, it pays to listen to the audio side, because you got all this great content of me yelling at Kennedy and him yelling back at me.
Well, we're good. I'm drinking some liquid lunch, the Liberty Lunch in honor of
Love it. That's a great poolside beer. Last time I was in Round Rock visiting family, we had a whole cooler full of that. It's good. You know what? Amy, that's a great intro. Let's jump right into everybody's favorite segment. Well, and let's talk about the whole reason we do this show. Hold on.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Just keep talking. I messed it up.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Amy, tell us a bit about Liberty Lunch. What you get, the drink you have in your hand.
Well, I'm going to let Brandon, as it was his beer baby, talk about the actual brewing of the beer. But I can tell you, for about 2 years or so, I wanted to name a beer after, something related to the Austin music scene. And I moved to Austin in 1996 to go to school. And, I wrapped my head around it for a long time. And it was this, kind of came to us that, Liberty Lunch was just the most iconic Austin music place that I got a chance to go to. And, from the people that organized and put shows on there to just the general sense of community and the most badass bands that played through town, it was the place. So it's kind of in honor of the legacy of that, and also to remind people of, don't take for granted some of those awesome places where people come together, because it's really important, and beer brings people together. As far as the IPA side of things, like, we had been brewing Stash for so many years, and we really wanted to make some more IPAs, but the pressure was on to make something as good, or to live up to our reputation with Stash. So I'm going to let Brandon talk about the beer side.
Yeah, Liberty Lunch. It's an IPA. A little bit lower ABV than Stash, which was one of our biggest beers, still is. So Liberty Lunch is coming in around 5.5. We got a little more crystal malts, give a little more color, and change up the hops quite a bit. And tried to make a beer that was different, kind of separated it from the Stash IPA.
Yeah. Fantastic beer. I love that beer. Great poolside beer, Kennedy.
Delicious.
Catherine, you got anything in your glass today?
Well, I had to do a quick run this morning with baby Hazel in the little carrier. And as I was running down the aisle, I saw the Southern Star Half Nelson IPA, which I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
So I grabbed some of that. But I've been drinking Red Bud like every weekend this year. So
Did you say Red Bud?
She did say Red Bud, which is a crazy fact that we, too, in our hands right now and in our glasses.
We're funny you should say that.
Yeah, Red Bud.
Nice.
Woo!
Yes, I love this. Catherine is an avid.
Good.
Yeah, she's an avid. Would you say fanatic for Berliner?
Yeah, I like it. It's my thing.
Yeah, it's the perfect hot weather beer. It's a perfect, after any activity that gets you sweaty. It's it cuts through.
So
yeah, so good.
I even like it after having about 4 or 5 IPAs.
It's really good when you're
to break things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It cuts through. It's like the I'm not going to call it the anti-IPA. Maybe. I don't know. It's like the yin and the yang, maybe, of beer.
I think it's just nice for me, I found that this is a good disruptor of all the hot flavor. Change it up.
Yeah, it's a reset. All right.
Actually, I had it with some pad thai. Was it pad thai that I had the other day?
Yeah.
It was like perfect. It's perfect.
That's I'm gonna have to try that. Was it was it spicy?
I pour it over the pad thai and then I just eat it like cereal.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's delicious. Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, that is what we're drinking today.
This has been another installment of
What you drinking?
Be sure to listen next time right here on Liquid Lunch.
All right, so that's what we're all we've got in our glasses currently.
You guys had a chance to try the Illustrated Man down there in Houston?
Funny you should say that.
That is full. We have some on the table. I almost grabbed it first, but I was like, you know what? I better go Berliner first, and then dark second. And so we'll I don't know, maybe 45 seconds from now after we finish these red butts.
I'm about ready to start.
Yeah.
So the Illustrated Man goes really well as you're cruising around in the Millennium Falcon, like I am currently.
Do they have galactic flying or like under the influence laws? Is there like do spaceships fall under the same jurisdiction as road rules and things like that?
Well, I currently have it on autopilot.
Okay.
So
cool.
It's cool.
All right.
It's cool. You can autopilot in outer space.
That's true. All right. Good to know.
It may be dark, but it's not the dark side of the Force.
Yes, that's true. Very true. All right. So the reason, well, not just other than you being cool people, and we just want to talk to you, Amy and Brandon, but the one of the main reasons you're on the show today was to talk about a cool thing you guys got going on. Well, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Well, if these guys had been coming in any earlier, we could have gotten them on the show too. But we are expecting some really awesome brewers from Ode Brewing from El Paso.
Yeah.
Coming to Austin to brew with us.
Okay. So what? Okay. This is near and dear to my heart, right, Catherine? Because this is a collaboration show between Catherine and myself. Because we have our podcasts, and then we come together for this epic, show where we join forces, and you guys are doing the same with beer. So, what style are you guys? What type of beer are you guys going to be making together?
We're going to be making peach gosa.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
We got to go to El Paso several weeks back and brew it with them over there at their place. And it turned out really good, and I'm excited to be brewing it here in Austin.
So how did that come about? How did the whole collaboration come up?
We released, we opened up the El Paso market, started sending our beer out there, and then we went to visit the brewery, Ode, and we just hit it off right away. Good people, like-minded people, and we just started talking about beer styles, and one thing led to another.
That's cool.
I think there's a similar love of metal as well, right?
Yeah.
What is it with brewers and metal? I find, like, I find there's a common occurrence. It's like every third brewer that I talk to, either for this show or for Interbrews, they're.
One of our brewers, Oscar Martinez, he was on one of the first trips out to El Paso with John Sykes, our sales guy. And they were the first ones to go out to Ode, and Oscar is he is a lead vocalist in a crazy metal band called Manifest Insanity. So I think it's definitely the Oscar influence. But, I'll let Brandon speak to it more. I think there's just a lot more that goes into it when we always try to go to breweries when we're traveling and just check it out. But, when you just have similarities with people, it's like, I don't know. I didn't get that. So.
It just works. And it's not always just music, or not only music, but just good people, like-minded tastes, beer, food. I mean, it's anything you connect over.
Yeah, I think the music brewer connection. Like it's a good analogy for one another. You have like jam bands and jam sessions, and you may be on like officially in this band, but when musicians get together and when brewers get together, there's that common, love and craft and everything that you can throw stuff together and make something new that has never been seen before. So, how is it going to work logistically? Where are we going to be able to see this beer and all that kind of stuff?
Well, our plan is to release it in draft format, so it'll be in the Independence Brewing distribution area, so almost across the state. Not quite every pocket of Texas yet, but we were gonna do it in a draft release, kind of a limited release format. So just the greater Austin, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, and several places in between. I don't know that we're going to send it out to El Paso since they made it in El Paso too. We'll see. A lot of it, I think, too, is just, El Paso is just so damn far away from Austin. I think we were all really excited about the prospect of, they were just such great hosts to all of our brewers out there, that the prospect of bringing them here and giving them a little taste of Austin and showing them around, it's just almost like, the only analogy you can use is like, exchange students or something.
How is the beer scene in El Paso? I try to view a lot online and through social media and stuff. But having spent time out there, how would you describe the beer scene in El Paso? Kind of the approach to it.
I think it's growing quickly. I think it's kind of a younger market, but I think that. There's a lot of people getting into craft, and the places we went, people we talked to, they were really excited about craft beer and being able to get more craft beer in El Paso, because I think they've been a little bit behind some of the other bigger cities.
Yeah, they are kind of out there, kind of on their own. I hate to label them or whatever, but it's almost like they have more in common with some of the New Mexico brewers, and so just because they're so far out there. But I mean, New Mexico's got a really cool beer scene as well. Catherine, have you ever traveled out that way?
I've been to El Paso a few times because I used to have family that lived there, and it is very warm. But what I do know is they have a Hoppy Monk there, which is a great craft beer bar.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I think it was like their first one. So hopefully that beer scene will grow, and there's nothing they need more in El Paso than cold beer, because it gets pretty steamy.
Yeah. We just had a request on the comments from Tim. Amy, he wants y'all to bring back the cucumber Red Bud.
Yeah, there are plans. We have lots of cans from last year, so it will definitely make a comeback.
Oh, nice.
I'm so excited about that, because when I had Amy on She's Crafty, they had that, but I was pregnant. And I couldn't try it, and I just had to wait all these months for it to come back.
Oh yeah.
When should we be looking for that?
We were just talking about that. We have a little bit of this illustrated man to move through, but hopefully in June, we'll be brewing it. It's such a good summer beer that we'd like to get it out there for summer, for sure. So.
Okay. Yeah. I like that. Too. Yeah, so we're expecting the guys in from Ode. You said later today or early tomorrow? I mean, that's a long way, right?
On Friday.
Okay. It's like, what, a 12-hour drive?
I think they're flying.
Yeah, they're going to fly. They didn't have to haul ingredients here, so.
Okay, yeah, good for them. Move your finger. Take that shot again. Move your finger.
Hold on.
Are you about to open it up?
Yeah.
Oh, let's get your impression of the... Are you doing it?
I'm going to do it.
All right. Here we go.
I love that can.
Yeah, it's a cool can, right?
Yeah.
There's the pour. Oh, it's dark.
Like it just looks like dreamy.
Yeah. There's a nice. Okay, now, hey, don't take it all.
There's another. We've got more.
Should you be drinking and driving, Kennedy?
I'm flying.
Drinking and flying.
Drinking and flying. It's perfectly fine.
All right.
See, I'm not even looking where I'm going.
That's
they
true.
don't have Ubers out in outer space. No.
Nah.
It's a whole other planet.
See, when you're flying at
Whole
warp
colony
speed, you
of
don't
people.
really run into anything, so it's cool.
Okay.
I never understood that. How can you fly at the speed of light and not worry about
And
running.
not hit anything?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, with the way I drive, I definitely would.
Yeah, I feel like anything you hit would completely obliterate whatever you're in, even if it's
or maybe
small.
you just fly right through it.
Okay, maybe. Kennedy was very excited about this whole Star Wars. Are you guys Star Wars fans?
Oh, big
Yeah.
time.
Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put your Star Wars fandom, Amy?
I think I'm a solid 9. I mean, I didn't get tickets. Like, I didn't line up in like 3 a.m. for tickets or anything.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm pretty hardcore.
Okay, Brandon, what about you?
I'm a fan. I'm not the biggest. I'd say maybe in 6 or 7. I still haven't seen Rogue One, so
Okay,
falling a little behind on the. I just don't have time.
there's Chewbacca.
Yeah.
It's an Ewok.
Yeah, okay. That's Bella. That's my dog Bella. Yeah, what's your favorite of the movies? I mean, do you like? I don't even bother with. Really?
Dude, Empire Strikes Back. Come on.
Okay, thank you.
Your dogs have never made an appearance.
And he's about to mash the computer with his big.
Agreed.
Yeah, Empire. Thank you. What about the episodes 1 through 3? Do you even claim those as movies? I don't even.
I appreciate Ewan McGregor, so that's about all I have to say about that.
Okay.
I second that. That's an appreciation.
I still haven't seen Rogue One. I hear Rogue One is good. Was Rogue One?
Rogue One was good.
It is good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've still got to see that one.
Yeah.
Hadn't seen it yet.
There are some sad, embarrassing moments in the 1 through 3, though. That's
Yeah. Well, I mean,
poor choice of illustration techniques and character.
Yeah.
Well.
Jar Jar Binks
yeah.
was.
Oh, Kennedy, when I
What
think
the-
of our show, I kind of think of you as the Jar Jar
No.
of our.
No. No.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why would you
Ooh,
say
low
that?
blow.
Why would you say that?
you're structured the same way. You kind of have the same. You walk the same way.
What?
You kind of have this. Yeah, you're kind of built the same way.
No. I'm nothing.
No, you should check it out.
Nothing,
You should
no.
absolutely check that out.
I-
You have,
I-
You should put that
I
on your
don't
Tinder
appreciate it.
profile, Kennedy.
yes.
I'm putting a shot of me in the Millennium Falcon on my Tinder profile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
That's-
right here. Look.
There you go.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
what's on happening in the Houston beer scene?
Oh, well, a lot of new breweries. That's probably the biggest thing. We were just at Under the Radar on Monday. Week before that, we were at Bearded Fox. Yeah. 160-foot Beer Works downtown, this little nano, like I think our first nano brewery. What else? Oh,
Lembelow?
Lembelow. Well, yeah, they just hit their 2-year
Yeah,
anniversary.
something like that, yeah.
So just a ton of new breweries, and there's 3 or 4 more just ready to pop up, or open their doors any moment. And we've
Well, that's cool for Houston. It's been like they're different cities. It's interesting to see just when and how brewery openings happen, and Houston being such a huge city, you're getting your fair share now.
yeah, finally, we're trying to catch up to Austin, but it's been the thing about Houston is like you want them to pop up closer to your house. It used to be I was 40 minutes away from the closest brewery from my house, and now it's only 35 now. Everything's far, but our little pockets of area, like the northwest side, which is where we are, and then the Heights. I think the Heights has 5 breweries, at least, almost something like that. Town and City, Eureka, Brash, Greater.
We're also getting our first cidery.
Yeah, our first official Houston cidery where the cider's actually fermented and made here in Houston. So that's a big one.
Nice.
Houston Cider Company.
Very first.
Yeah, the very first. So anyway, well, Amy, what are you guys still hearing this? I saw the earbuds.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
They're bored with you.
Well, I just can't. I'm
You're taking the
apparently
earbuds
like
out.
an earbud novice. So
What's the latest other than the collaboration? What else do we need to be watching for from Independence? What do you guys
well,
have
our
in the hopper?
friend Andrew Schwab posted today our next beer that's going to be released. It's just got TBC label approval, but the cans aren't quite in yet. But we are going to be releasing a Munich style Helles that Brandon's been working on,
Nice.
and it's just very true to tradition. So it's our summer release. So we're excited about that. We're going to just be crushing those cans. And we have Brandon to thank for the name and inspiration for that beer. So
That's cool.
Awesome.
When will we see that on the market?
it's probably sometime between June and July.
Okay, perfect. Ready for that hot weather. Yeah, I love crushable beers. Those are my favorite ones.
Well, it was a hard debate about Pilsner versus the Helles because we wanted to make both, but we had to choose one. And our sales manager, Rhett, actually grew up a lot of his teenage years in Germany.
Mhm.
So last year we had done a pilot batch of the Helles and we, just tested out a beer festival here in our tap room. And I can tell you, Rhett Wright went nuts for that beer. He wanted us to make that. So his vote was for the Helles.
Very.
Sure.
Nice.
We're getting enough Pilsners and Helleses. We're now that I want to do like a battle of the brews, like the Helles versus the Pilsners, and just compare contrast because they're two distinct styles, but they're similar enough to where it's like let's you can learn a lot, you can nerd out.
This was a truly unique opportunity for the brewery because we knew we would be getting in these tanks that it takes them like 8 months, almost a year to make these vessels. And it was like, they're going to arrive. And it's probably like one of the few opportunities we've ever had to have excess fermentation capacity.
Yeah.
To where we could lager properly. So we're like, this is it. We have to use our chance to make this beer.
Very cool. Yeah. No, thank you. I'm glad you guys jumped on that opportunity. So we all appreciate everybody on this side of the phone call or the show, and everybody else, they appreciate that. So
Yeah.
thank you for jumping on the opportunity. All right. Well, so everybody be on the lookout for do we have a name for the new brew yet for the Ode collaboration brew?
We're calling it Ode to Austin.
Nice. I get
Oh,
it.
nice.
Ode. I totally get it. Very clever, guys. All right, cool. Well, we'll let you guys get back into your the whatever magic you guys you do at Independence Brewing every single day. But tap room hours, as you can see on your screen, 4 to 10 Thursdays and Fridays, 1 to 10 on Saturdays, Sundays 2 to 8, and down on Todd Lane in Austin, Texas. The mighty Independence Brewing Company, one of the OGs of Austin and Texas craft beer. Look at that lineup right there.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. We'll have to, next time we're in Houston, we'll come look you up.
Please.
Absolutely. We're here all the time, just waiting. Now that you've said that, we'll just be waiting. All right, we're going to be back on the other side of this break. Another special guest, another San Antonian, if you will.
Sweet.
So if that all works out, we'll see. It's all up in the air. It's all up in the space right there, isn't it?
It's all in hyperspace.
It's all in hyperspace. We'll see if we can bring it down to earth. All right, we'll be right back after the break. Again,
right.
Independence Brewing. Amy, Brandon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after this.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Yeah,
Bye,
bye.
guys.
Woo. Liquid Lunch. Huh? What?
It's me. Perpetual Peace.
Perpetual Peace? Is that you?
I'm back.
You look different.
I know. I do look different.
Like you're older.
I've aged a bit more. 200 days in the barrel, Josh.
And what about your packaging? It's not what I remember.
That's right. I'm not at Bombers anymore. I'm in 4-packs.
Oh, it's so good.
Yes, I'm a wee heavy, and I'm here to make your dreams come true.
You're so malty and rich and smooth, like bourbon and vanilla. I don't want to wake up. I want to stay here forever.
I'm in stores now. Go, Josh. Go to the store now and get me. Ask them for no label Perpetual Peace. Now, wake up and go buy me.
I gotta go to the store. No Label Brewing Company, Katy, Texas.
Liquid Lunch is sponsored by Barbacoa Apparel. Barbacoa Apparel is a San Antonio-based independent clothing line that caters to Texans and Texans at heart. To find out more about Barbacoa Apparel or to buy your favorite taco tea, go to barbacoaapparel.com.
Hey, this is Kennedy here. We'd like to hear from you. Call our drunk dial line, 713-678-0070.
Thank you for listening to Liquid Lunch. Enjoy it, you all. Join us next week for more craft beer talk, more craft beer guests, and remember, craft beer sustains you, it does. It flows from the bottle. It flows from the tap. It flows for life. Craft beer is all around us. Enjoy it, you will. So join us next week. More on Liquid Lunch. May the 4th be with you.
Hope you're ready for the next episode. Hey.
Drink beer every day.
Hi, honey. I'm home. Hey, what's wrong?
I'm trying to enjoy this craft beer, but it just seems to be, missing something.
I'll tell you what that craft beer needs.
Texas historical icon Sam Houston.
That's right. I'm Texas historical icon Sam Houston, and that craft beer needs a slice of Texas history. Like Brutus from Texian Brewing Company. This English-style IPA is named after the Texian Navy schooner that put the kibosh on the Mexican supply chain. Brutus is well balanced with just enough malt character to play nicely with the earthy, woody flavor and aroma of the classic English hops.
Wow, this Brutus is delicious.
Yeah, thanks, Sam Houston. Don't thank me. Thank Texian Brewing Company, making history one pint at a time.
Texian Brewing Company, Richmond, Texas.
Hey guys, did you miss the show, or do you just want to go back and hear more of these awesome interviews that we have every week on Liquid Lunch? That's cool, because you can do that. We're on the TuneIn app. That's right. Search Liquid Lunch on TuneIn, and you will find our podcast. Enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Schomburg. And these are useless facts.
They're useless. The average cloud weighs about 1.1 million pounds, which is fine with me as long as it has a good personality. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this is Schomburg. Hope you enjoyed those useless facts. Useless facts. Coming at ya. Coming at ya. They're useless.
You said no label approvals today? Which is fine, because I only needed like 5 more minutes to get everything connected.
That's all right.
Can you kill time?
Can I kill time?
Yeah.
No. I can do my best. So, when you're cruising in the Millennium Falcon, put it on autopilot so you don't have to worry about any of those controls or anything. Grab yourself an Independence Illustrated Man.
Yeah.
Take a sip. Look at this. Look how good that. Look how bad this it's keying out. So those aren't actually bugs flying in my glass.
Yeah.
But look at this.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Illustrated Man. Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Autopilot.
There you go.
Delicious.
Okay. Good. Okay, so let's see if I can make this work.
Do you want me to kill some more time?
Yeah, please.
All right.
Hold on. You know what? We can talk about what we're drinking.
Yeah, we haven't talked about this one yet.
All right.
It's time for your favorite segment and mine.
Oh,
here
man.
on Liquid Lunch.
You tricked me.
This is
What you drinking?
Good.
Okay. Man, let's do Facebook quick. All right. So this other one, we haven't talked about this yet. Oh, it keys out. That's cool. Some, come on, Technicolor Motorhome by Oasis.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you got some beers to catch up on, Josh.
I know.
Because this is delicious. This is another good.
We're working.
Okay.
Keep talking.
Yeah, this is another good Millennium Falcon flying.
Yeah.
Beer.
Okay.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
When you're cruising through hyperspace,
You got us.
I do.
you want to drink
You got what do you got? What is it?
Technicolor Motorhome.
Oh, cool.
Another sour beer.
All right.
Oh, you're describing what you're drinking as you're riding in the Millennium Falcons. That's happening.
Yeah. That's what's happening right now.
Is there a puke bag in there or no?
No, you don't.
Just in case, Kennedy. I'm not saying that you're a lightweight. I'm just saying, in the off chance that you can't hold your beer,
Yeah.
do you have somewhere to puke?
Yes, there is a puke box.
Good.
Perfect.
It's-
Is it like right into R2D2's head?
Yeah. He's got like a nice separate little.
It's got a
compartment.
latch.
Yeah, he's got a compartment right there. Just
Perfect.
open it up. You puke in there.
Yeah. So sorry, on the fly, everybody. I'm trying to.
Oh.
That's all right.
We'll see if this works.
I hear ringing.
Do you? No. Are you hearing ringing?
No.
Hey. Hey. Hey.
Scott Metzger's back.
Scott Metzger's back.
2 weeks in a row.
Right?
He came back. Why?
I'm here for serious business today.
Yeah.
It's like I played the lottery and I won twice.
Hey, Scott.
That happens.
Hey,
Hey,
Scott.
how's it going?
It's well, I mean, it's going pretty good. Still tied 1-1. Just glad to have you on the show today. And
Yeah,
This is
y'all,
like you guys
you-
Skyped me back in for this nonsense.
You guys caught a big break, and we've lost our quarterback, Tony Parker. But we're gonna prevail. But that's not why I'm here. What I'm here to chat about today.
All right, let's chat it up. So, just to set the stage for everybody, yesterday was the big news that Wicked Weed was the most recent buyout from ABI, and it's a disturbing trend that keeps happening. It seems like every 6 months or so seems to be, maybe less than that. When was Carbach? 3 months ago?
If you do, you must have seen Pacific Rim because it's the greatest movie of all time, and you might recall in Pacific Rim the kaiju keep emerging from the emergence at an increasingly rapid pace, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. More and more monsters, emerging from the abyss to destroy our planet at an increasing pace. And it's ironic that we're talking about this here on May the 4th because the disturbance in the force is real, and the evil empire looms among us.
Absolutely, it really is a really good comparison. It's the dark side with all that I don't know, just the enticement that they use and all the history. It's icky, and they're just very empire-like. They just march forward with their drones.
You know what, Scott? What do you think that craft beer could do to kind of like offset all this gobbling up of our people?
I think the first thing that needs to happen is a continued awareness of who owns who. We need transparency. Too often there is not transparency, and that's exactly what these corporate raiders are trying to achieve. They want you to have the illusion of choice. And if this trend continues, you will one day be standing in front of a grocery store shelf looking at 50 brands who are all owned by 4 companies and thinking you have a choice when really you don't. And all those friendly, cuddly craft brewers who you used to love and hang out with at the tasting room will all be unemployed or working at a call center somewhere or building a wall along the Mexican border or something, but they won't be making beer because they'll be put out of business by the conglomerate behemoth that is coming after us all. So we need more transparency, more awareness. People need to know who owns what. And hey, look, I'm not going to begrudge anyone who sells out because that is their prerogative and they have to do what is best for their business. However, why aren't they afraid to put it on their label? Because they want to hide it from you because they know it matters to you.
Yes.
And if you knew, that's going to influence your purchasing decision. So they're hiding it from you.
Yes, and it's not that what Scott is saying is just something we're anticipating to happen. They're doing it right now. 10 Barrel, there was a blog post, Beervana, shout out to him. He posted a blog post where 10 Barrel was saying, come celebrate, I don't know, what was 5-year anniversary, one of their anniversaries with 10 Barrel Brewing Company. And he made the mention that it's not that same brewery anymore. I mean, the name has been around, but it's not that same brewery. And they had no mention of the fact that it was ABI or the what's the code name that they used? The
high-end
brands or whatever.
Yeah. And well, funny about that is that it was their 10th anniversary, but if you did the math, they actually started in 2006, which, I consider myself pretty good at math, and that would be 11 years, not 10 years.
Oh.
So, way to go on that one, Team High End, on celebrating your anniversaries. But it's funny you brought the high end, and it's ironic given that you just had a guest on from Independence, and I love Amy and I love Brandon. Known them for a long time, and they're great people. But they themselves are part of the global behemoth in Heineken, which just purchased the rest of Lagunitas today. Lagunitas had a stake in Independence, and now that stake belongs to Heineken. So, and there's a report. Beer Business Daily reported today that Heineken is trying to develop their own high-end, a portfolio of brands that they can go out and pitch, and it doesn't look like Heineken, but it's all theirs. That's what all these brands are trying to do. They're building up portfolios so they can go attack the shelf and reclaim it, because it used to be theirs and it's no longer theirs anymore.
Yes.
They want their shelves back.
Yes. Now, in full open disclosure, here on Liquid Lunch, I asked Amy and Courtney and the gang there at Independence if they wanted to speak on it, and their statement was simply that they don't know exactly what all the parameters and ramifications are from everything. Because the way I understood it, Scott, I'll allow you to speak on it because I simply don't understand how all of it works. But that Lagunitas, the arm of Lagunitas, and I don't know how this works, so I'm going to throw it in and sound very ignorant, which has happened.
Well, stop. I would say stop right there, and let's just stop at the fact that Amy doesn't even know. How fucked up is that? This up the global corporate hierarchy chain, Amy, the owner and founder of of Independence, doesn't even know what's going on with her partners now. So, I mean, that to me, that's just an example of the lack of transparency that is out there that the brewery doesn't even know.
Yeah.
And I wonder, and I wish I'd had the chance, or you had a chance to ask Amy, how did you find out about this deal? Was it the same way I found out? If that's so, that's really messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just came out this morning, and as we're apt to do, we were struggling to get the show on the air. So, my apologies as a person with a microphone in front of me, not thinking to ask or not having the chance to ask. We had a predetermined conversation or thing to promote as far as with the.
No, you don't have to apologize for that at all. That's not. That's not what I was getting at.
No. I know. For me though, because it's one of those. It's one of those things that it's now a big topic. If you go on Facebook and people who are very passionate about craft beer, which in Texas craft beer, it's a big deal, and people want to know. And so there's a lot of questions to be answered. But Scott,
I think craft beer is we're still at a point where people like us are really passionate about it, and it's important to us because we know the people that make it, and those people are important to us, and the beer is important to us, and the integrity of the beer is important. But I don't think that your everyday beer drinker is putting as much time and thought into what they're drinking as we are, and what we have to do is kind of expand that circle, I think.
Well, absolutely, and I don't think expanding that circle is in a way to alienate anyone or making them feel bad because they still like Karbach. That's fine. If you like Karbach and you don't, and it's not that big of a deal to you, buy it. By all means, buy what you like, buy what you want. If that means getting a 28 pack of Natty Light, do what you want to do for you, but just know what you're doing. That's the important thing. So, and that's all my message is. Let's get the information out in front of people, because there are people who do care but don't know the truth, and so those are the ones we need to educate. And then a further step beyond that is educating them on the real impacts that this has to communities. So just yesterday, as we're talking about Wicked Weed, CBA, which is, has Kona and Widmer and Red Hook and some of these other brands, and is 33% owned by Anheuser-Busch. CBA announced they were closing one of their breweries, which they had already laid off 20 people from, and now they're just closing it all together in Washington because they had moved so much production from that brewery to the more efficient AB brewery in Fort Collins that brewery was no longer needed. So that's just one example of how, in that case, a relatively minor stake by AB in that brewery has destroyed the jobs of 50 people there in Woodinville, Washington. So if if people are going to say, like, I don't care as long as the beer tastes good, okay, that's your choice. But then don't be the one bemoaning the reality around us when there are no more local choices, and all that innovation starts to fade away, and we get back to decisions on what beers are made that are developed by accountants and not brewers, because this beer is cheaper to manufacture and has a higher profit margin, so we're going to focus our production on that. That's exactly what happened in this country from post-prohibition until about the mid-70s, when people like Fritz Maytag and Ken Grossman rebelled against that and said, no, this is not okay. We're going to make our own breweries. So we are seeing a repetition of history, and in large part because we have failed to know our history, and we are now living the doom of repeating it.
Do you think, now back in the day, back in the 70s, when it really got bleak as far as beer choice in America, they had no outlet like this, like social media, where any goofball with a microphone and a camera can get out there and speak. Do you think, how big of an impact, because it's almost like we have craft media is what I would call what we're doing. It's a very, personalized deal. I mean, it's not all doom and gloom, right? Tell me it's not.
No, I think that does help, for sure. But I will counter and say those same tools are available to the big brewers as well. We're not the only ones who have those tools at our disposal. And in fact, while all this is going on, we are witnessing Anheuser-Busch investing in blogs and journalistic outlets that may not be completely forthright with who their owners are. Mm-hmm. Some of them are a little more forthright than others, but they are presenting media that is paid by AB to get the message that they want out there. Yeah. So, every tool available to us as craft beer lovers is also available to everyone else, right? We don't have any special tools in our back pocket that we can use to stave this off.
Other than authenticity, that's a big one.
Well, yeah, but that's what they're passing off.
It's counterfeit. But I'm saying authentic authenticity.
Yeah, but if you don't know, and there's no way for you to know, mm-hmm. and in the time of fake news, even if it's not fake, how do you know? And that's the big thing. And not only that, ABI, not only in addition to acquiring all these brands and all of these physical assets, they've also acquired brain power and human capital and really smart people. They've basically acquired an all-star team of brewers who are capable and now have the resources to be able to develop, incubate, and execute upon new ideas. And so it's easy to call out the hey, Carbach got bought, and that's ABI, and that was all in the news. But what happens when ABI starts up 20 new breweries that look like startups? Is it harder to tell then? And none of those startups that are started organically from ABI, none of those will be subject to the Department of Justice review for antitrust, because they are organically created and not acquired. Okay,
explain that to me. Why would they not be? Is it?
Well, you can't stop a business from growing. You can there can be antitrust protections against acquisitions that would be anti-competitive, okay. But there's no law that prevents that business from starting something new mm-hmm. that then becomes successful.
So if they wanted to go through and open up basically what would be considered chain brew pubs in all the, like in the Houston area, like all the different neighborhoods in Houston,
I would say not even a chain brew pub, like the next Jester King, mm-hmm. They've got the talent there to do that. They can start super cool artisan things that appeal to a lot of people, and who's going to know better? They're already doing this in Miami, in the Wynwood neighborhood, directly across the street from Wynwood Brewing. They're opening a brewery in Miami based on the brain power that they have acquired. And, it's a smart, shrewd move. And there's probably people sitting in a Harvard MBA classroom talking about how this is such a great business strategy. And it is. But it's not good for us beer drinkers.
Yeah, definitely rips the soul out of it, right, Catherine?
I think, any business has to fight against bigger business. That's just what it is. But, the problem is that the consumers don't know what's happening, and they're going to go to those breweries and they're going to take their friends, and the people that we love are going to be out of jobs. And that's the part that we have to remember and spread the word about, is really what it is. It's just education.
Yeah, nobody can get away from the personal responsibility. I mean, it really does take on almost like an evangelical kind of approach that you have to take door to door, kind of person to person. Like, why, I don't just drink this beer because it tastes good and it's this style, which that used to be enough. It just wasn't the mass produced, commercial American lager. It was this style that hadn't been around for decades or a century or whatever, and it was reinvented by these guys right over here. And they've co-opted and even hijacked that tell. So you got to go deeper. So you really have to, explore the philosophy behind your beer drinking. It's a deeper look, and it's subtle, and it's hard to point out. And
well, I think there are people working to try to make it easier to point out, and within the industry, and there are beer drinkers who are doing their part to point it out. I see, I'm looking at y'all's Facebook right now. So Tim Foley and Sylvia Benavides, they know what's up. They've commented on this video that they're aware, and they see the importance of communicating that. We need more people like that, spreading the gospel, and not in a condescending way, just in a hey, you need to know what the truth is. Here it is. If you don't believe me, you can go look it up. I'm not making stuff up. But that is so critical and important. And I know there are people within the industry working on ways to make the identification of these faux craft or formerly craft breweries more apparent.
Okay, so.
And my homeboy Vince is absolutely right that shelf space and raw materials are under attack right now as we speak.
Yeah.
They want shelf space back. They've cut their funding of public hop breeding programs. They're trying to own up the barley fields and the hop vineyards so that that the access is limited for the small people who are providing the death by 1,000 cuts. There's not one craft brewery that can take on, the global giants, which there are 4 global giants who are all, building their arsenals right now to come at us. It's ABI, Miller Coors, Constellation, and Heineken, and they're all doing it, and they're all coming after us, and there's not one of us big enough to stop it. We're all at death by 1,000 cuts. So we need to stick together, keep calling attention to what's happening, and then let beer drinkers ultimately decide.
Yeah.
Would you say, Scott, that it's been more prevalent in the last few years, or is this something that you feel like you've always had a huge fight against?
I think the battle really, before Goose Island, it was a different battle. And that battle was the large brewers trying to control, shelf planning and space design, and say, because they basically had the relationships with retailers and with wholesalers and trying to restrict access to those channels for craft brewers. But then wholesalers started saying, well, your sales are declining. I need to supplement my revenue, my business some way. Craft brewers are going, we're going to go with them. Retailers did the exact same way. They said, yeah, okay, Budweiser, we've loved our relationship for years, but we still want to make money, and we can do it with these craft brewers. So they had to abandon that line of defense. And then when they bought Goose in 2011, I think it was, for a deal of $38 million, Goose Island's probably worth $3 billion these days, and partly because they grew it, but they got Goose Island for a steal of a deal, and that is when the game totally changed.
Yeah, they've definitely, the game, the fact that they've bought, Northern homebrew shops, now the blogs and things like that, it shows. At first they brushed craft beer off. And now they're very much aware of the threat it imposes. So, it speaks to the legitimacy of everything you guys have crafted, Scott, and everything that all craft brewers have done. And it's I don't know, the fact that they've taken notice. They've got to be scared on a certain level. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops. So it's kind of invigorating when I think about it. Let's go after these bastards.
Ooh.
Let's whip their ass. Let's do it.
Before you go charging into battle, I will remind you that you're equipped with a sack of pebbles, and they have Abrams tanks pointed at you. So we have to be strategic in how we approach this. We are definitely outmanned, outnumbered, out-resourced in every single possible way. You are right that we have authenticity on our side, and that's what we have to continue to lean towards. But I'm a little worried that our authenticity is being eroded by people who had a set of principles that suddenly disappeared once money was on the table. So money does a lot of things to people, but the biggest thing it does is it drives people to abandon the principles that made them the money to begin with, and that's what we're seeing here now. All these breweries who stood with us in this fight and said they would never sell, are then telling us, well, it's not that bad. And they really have a shared vision of where we want to go. They don't have a shared vision for anything. The only vision they have is they share with themselves, and that is to dominate.
So what's a good first step we can take as individual? I mean, just getting the word out? Is it?
I think I know today is May the 4th, so I'm gonna propose that everyone go out and drink a beer from a true independent craft brewery today. Tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. I recommend you go out and drink beer from a true independent craft brewery tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that, and every time you're buying them, continue to share the word with your fellow mankind. And just tell them the virtues of craft beer, share it with them, bring them into the tent. I think, that's the biggest challenge that craft beer faces right now, is that we've come a long way and we're part of the big game now, but we still haven't fully, made ourselves approachable for everyone. And that doesn't mean every brewery needs to be all things to all people, but we need to collectively seek how to bring more people into the craft beer party.
I think that, like you said, bring them into the tent. We have to bring them in the tent with openness and kindness, and, be humble about it. Don't be exclusive, which I think is an issue right now.
I mean, and it all goes back to one of the greatest life mottos, I think, that we should all have, which is don't be a dick.
Exactly. I think I love that. Of course. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. We need to make a t-shirt.
Did you hear that, Kennedy?
I happen to know somebody in San Antonio who makes t-shirts. Maybe they can... Have you ever heard of Barbacoa Apparel?
Those guys are assholes. I don't.
No, they're awesome.
For anything.
They're awesome, and I recommend everyone look out for their stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
What's on your back, Catherine?
That's Yoda. Oh. That's Hazel.
Oh, she's been super quiet.
This is Hazel at 3 months.
Oh.
Wow, she's changed
Yeah,
a lot.
she's changed a lot. Yeah, she's a little green. It's okay.
Mm.
Yeah, little baby.
She's still cute.
All right.
Yeah.
Scott, what are the plans for the weekend? What do you got?
Well, we've done a great job here in our little world, our little ecosystem in San Antonio, of going out and helping our local bars upgrade their Cinco de Mayo parties. Of course, Cinco de Mayo is the celebration of when retailers made a lot of money from selling beer.
Selling anything with a sombrero on it?
Yeah, much like how St. Patrick's Day, St. Patrick is the patron saint of bars. Cinco de Mayo is a celebration of when bars got their independence from bankruptcy. But we've helped some bars upgrade their Cinco de Mayo parties. They'll be, instead of pouring Mexican imports, they'll be pouring our new seasonal cerveza, made right here in San Antonio. So we're super pumped about that. And then, of course, on Friday and I think on Sunday, we got games 3 and 4 of this little basketball series going on.
Also, Scott, can we just for a minute mention that we have San Antonio Beer Week coming up?
Oh yeah, that is coming up.
Are you mentally prepared for that?
No, the week after next. Well, yeah, May 13th to the 21st. So if you're in San Antonio, be visiting San Antonio, go to San Antonio Beer Week website, which I don't know off the top of my head. You can find it using Google and see what events are going on. I know all the breweries here, which San Antonio's come a long way in this brewing scene. When we opened in 2008, we were only the 2nd brewery in San Antonio, and now there are more than numbers I have on my hands and toes. So I can't count them anymore. So we've come a long way.
Everyone's creating GoFundMe pages every day.
Can you repeat that, Catherine?
I said new ones creating GoFundMe pages every day.
Yeah, every day there's a new GoFundMe page. Every time you pledge to a GoFundMe, an angel gets its wings.
That's right.
Oh, cool.
And Catherine gets a little drunker.
So, well, hey, I really do want to apologize that this is the most serious conversation I've ever had on any of your respective shows. Be it Inner Brews or Liquid Lunch or She's Crafty. So I promise I'm not usually a downer like this, but this is a really important issue that I think people need to be aware of and need to start calling out, because it really, really matters.
Yes, it does.
It does matter.
I think we'll look back on the last few months, maybe this year, pivotal time. It's pivoting. Things are changing. Change is afoot. All right. Well, Scott, keep up the good work. Keep up the great beer. And thank you so much for sharing your knowledge and your experience and everything with us here on our humble little show. We really, really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. And have a great weekend, and go Spurs go.
Well, I don't know about that.
I can
Go
endorse,
Spurs, go y'all.
I can endorse about half of what he just said. So, all right. Cool. Thank you, Scott. All right. Adios. That's Scott.
Can I give you a little breaking news real fast? Speaking of the Spurs, because I have my phone right in front of me.
Yeah.
I just rubbed my nose on Liquid Lunch.
That's fine.
Okay. I just got an alert that says that Tony Parker is expected to have a season-ending surgery.
Oh goodness. I mean,
that's good for Rockets.
They had to carry him off. Yeah. Well, it didn't help him. It didn't help him last night. He was gone. We still ended up losing by 20 points or whatever it was. Yeah, you know what the thing is, and if we were playing Dallas, if we're playing the Mavericks, anybody watching in Dallas, it would be it's a lot easier to hate Dallas. San Antonio, they're also
everybody hates Dallas.
Yes.
You just jump on that bandwagon.
Yes, but even the players, all the people in San, they're also nice, well mannered.
Yeah, of course we are.
They play the right way.
You know why? Because we're like the 2nd drunkest city in America.
Oh.
That's why we're so nice.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah.
But so I would rather beat San Antonio at full force with Tony Parker. But hey, if they don't have him, that doesn't bother me either. So anyway.
Oh, hello. Who's calling?
I bet I know who's calling.
Do you know?
Yes.
Hey, Preston, you got us?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, he called us. Preston from the Grain Cellar is calling
Call
in.
the drunk dial line.
He did call the drunk dial line.
I told him it was cool to call.
Oh, it is cool to call.
Yeah,
call
Scott.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you got to be like all the cool kids, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what's going on, Preston?
Well, just wanted to let everybody know that Saturday, May 6th, is National Homebrew Day.
Awesome.
And I've got an event here at the store. Like to invite everybody in the nation.
Did you hear that,
Is that
United
a good-
States of America?
Yeah. Everybody go to Humble.
How big is your store?
That's right. Probably big enough. I got a huge parking lot. How's that?
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
What do you got going on at the Grain Cellar for National Homebrew Day?
Well, back in 1988, May 7th, actually, Congress announced that National Homebrew Day would be May 7th. The American Homebrewers Association created the AHA Big Brew as a national event to celebrate that day. And me personally, Saturday, I will have a big event at the store. I'll have several, as of right now, I've got 3 homebrewers that are going to be bringing their equipment out and brewing beer.
Cool.
And I'll have hot dogs while they last.
Ooh.
Yeah, the event starts at 11. Be here by noon to join in the national toast. We've got 3 different recipes, an IPA, a Saison, and a Oktoberfest. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. And
that's exciting.
Yeah, and the just brand new, beautiful store out in Humble.
Big parking lot.
Yeah, big
Go
parking
get
lot.
your hot dogs, y'all. So that means if you have hot dogs, it's kid-friendly, right?
That's exactly right. It is 100% kid-friendly.
Yeah.
And I even have Netflix, so kids could be entertained while we have our fun.
Kids love homebrew.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. My kids love it. They love to throw in the hops. So
Yeah.
it's always
Homebrew, like National Homebrew Day is also like National Catherine Ruins Another Beer Day.
What's your favorite way to ruin a beer, Catherine?
I like to just throw random stuff into it.
Like raisins and like
See what happens.
Gummy-
Yeah.
Cheerios.
Like, just anything.
Yeah.
Baby spit, whatever.
I'm sure there's a style out there that's, fermented.
a little breast milk. See what happens.
There you go. Milk stout or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting. Okay.
Okay, that's starting to gross me out here.
Oh, we got too far. We went too far.
Too far. That's it. All right.
Reverse it. Back it up.
All right. Well, okay. So everybody check out the Grain Cellar, or if you're not fortunate enough to be in the Houston area, if you're in San Antonio or Austin or Dallas or El Paso, which we've covered them all today, find your nearest local homebrew store, and
get there.
Yeah, go. You owe it to yourself to get into beer enough to brew your own, and that's what you ought to do.
Absolutely.
And anytime you need advice, Preston is he's like a walking encyclopedia of brewing. Just a world of information.
I don't know about all that.
Well, close enough.
Okay, well, thank you.
Because you've got the internet in front of you, I'm just going to go with it. But super, super smart, makes amazing beer, amazing mead, and just a super nice guy that is willing to help anybody that wants to be helped.
Awesome.
And Jeffrey will be there early.
I just wanted to say, it's hard to follow Scott, but he is definitely on the right track.
Absolutely. And
That's right.
and another way you can help that whole cause is by homebrew, because they're going after that too. So jump
That's
in.
right.
Yeah, jump in with both feet and get it as local as you can, which is in your own house, made in your own house. So very cool. Well, thank you, Preston. National Homebrew Day. It's a packed week.
It is. There's
May
a lot.
the
This
4th.
is exciting.
Cinco de Mayo, National Homebrew Day.
Josh?
Yeah.
What are your Cinco de Mayo plans? What do people from Arkansas do for Cinco de Mayo?
First, we're like, what does that mean?
Okay, and then you hire like a gardener or something.
No, we do all our own gardening.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, of course. We grow all our own turnips and all that good
Oh,
stuff.
turnips.
Yeah, all that.
Delicious.
Uh-huh. And okra, lots of okra. And we fry it all up.
You know what? Fried okra's pretty fucking good.
No, yeah.
Pretty.
Ooh, Preston, a fried okra brown ale or something. Is that
Okay, sure, whatever. Anyway, thanks. Let me let y'all go. I'll talk to y'all later. Take care, Catherine. See you.
Thank
all right,
you,
cool.
Preston.
Thanks, Preston. All right, the great.
Preston's had enough. He
was like, well, once they start.
I said what I needed to say.
Yeah, once they start throwing okra into the mix, he's like,
okra and breast milk. I'm out. Deuces.
Yeah, no, we did Cinco de Mayo in Arkansas, but it was like we don't really know what this is or what it's for.
You just ate tacos.
People in Arkansas, yeah, like our version of tacos, which I don't know.
What is the Arkansas version of tacos? Can we still have the show, or are we over?
No, dude, we started late.
Okay.
We can go. We got another break to get in.
Okay, perfect.
I mean,
what is the Arkansas version of tacos?
Typically crunchy.
Like crispy tacos.
Yeah, like crispy tacos, which are good.
Like the old El Paso shells that you buy at the grocery store,
Yep.
and you fill with ground beef.
Yes, growing up, that's what we got. It was the old El Paso with the old El Paso salsa.
Salsa, right?
Or the picante sauce, or whatever they called it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, if you're being really wild, you got the one labeled hot.
Ooh.
With where the thing went all the way up to the top of the pepper.
Spicy Saturday night.
Yeah.
Arkansas.
And some shredded Kraft.
Shredded
not
lettuce.
Kraft is in C, but Kraft is in K. Cheese product.
Oh, Kraft cheese. Okay,
yeah. Definitely cheese product.
Yeah, cheese product.
Cheese food, not cheese.
Cheese-like substance on top. And yeah, you ate some of those. If it's Sunday, well, like Cinco de Mayo, that's Friday night. So Friday night would have been.
Well, it's not always on Friday.
But this Friday, what would have been? Friday nights were TGIF, so Full House. And,
okay. So you would eat your taco while watching Full House.
Full House, and then Family Matters, and what was the one where they were all on the roller coaster at the beginning with not just the 10 of us. What was the other one? Anyway, TGI, whatever. Perfect Strangers early on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of, are you watching?
Listen, I know, but I know what you're talking about, and I haven't seen it yet.
No,
so don't ruin it for me.
All right, I won't.
Because my brother came at me already with how brilliant it is that is even part of the storyline.
It's crazy. Yeah. It's great. All right, Kennedy, do you know what we're talking about?
No, I don't.
Okay, we'll
that
talk.
Was weird. You guys were like
on
a different level there.
It's a show. We'll talk. I'll tell you during the break. All right, let's take a quick. Go ahead.
Let's take a break.
Okay, we'll take a break. Do you have time? You have to.
I have all the time.
Yes, we have all the time. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back for more of Liquid Lunch right here on Liquid Lunch with us, your hosts of Liquid Lunch.
And now, a quick word for Cruising Cooler. Cruising Cooler. It's a motorized cooler. You sit on it, you ride around, you put your beer inside, and you go make friends. That's what Cruising Cooler is. Cruising Cooler is a motorized cooler. These things will go up to 14 miles an hour. You can get up to 6 hours of ride time on a single charge. They will hold a case of beer. It will hold 2 more cases for a grand total of 3 cases if you get the Cooligan add-on trailer cooler. You have cool aftermarket products like a seat, lights, speakers, the whole deal. To get more details, to purchase one of your own from a Houston, Texas company, that's right, Cruising Cooler, all made right here in Houston, Texas. Go to liquidlunchshow.com/cooler for more details and to order yours today. Cruising Cooler, it doesn't get any cooler than that.
Do you love craft beer? Do you love to laugh? Then you'll love me. I mean, who doesn't? I'm Catherine Contreras, and I'm the host of the She's Crafty podcast, a comedy and craft beer show taped in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo, breakfast tacos, and some of the best craft beer in the Lone Star State. You can download the She's Crafty podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and just about anywhere you find badass podcasts. Or just go to our website, shescraftypodcast.com.
Hey guys, Interbrews host Josh Stewart here. Be sure to check out the podcast because we featured some of the best and brightest and newest breweries and guests here in the Houston craft beer scene. Some of those guests included 160-Foot Beer Works, 11 Below Brewing, Texas Homebrewers, Town and City Brewing Company and Houston Cider Company, Bearded Fox, and Under the Radar Brewery. Download, listen, and subscribe to the podcast today. You can find it on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and anywhere finer podcasts are located. Thanks for the support. Thanks for listening. Thanks for loving craft beer. Enjoy the podcast.
This is Interbrews.
Hey, this is Matt from City Acre Brewing. Thanks for listening to Liquid Lunch.
Beer, 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 craft beer, 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 Liquid Lunch. We're back. Beer, 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 beer.
So, like, who would be the Jedi of craft beer? I was thinking, like, the real ale white, right? We have that.
Like the actual beers?
The beers, yeah. Who would be Who would be the Jedi?
The Jedi? Yeah, wits.
Okay.
Yeah, probably wits.
And who would be the dark side?
Oh, like Imperial Stouts. The Russian Imperial Stouts.
All right.
I think so.
See that?
Yeah. Music still going? I left that on for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway. Kennedy has a mask on, which I think this might be something we need to stick with.
That's not good.
Yeah. Okay. I need to stick with that forever. How's that?
Well, they make them for kids.
Mm-hmm. So.
No, I'm sure they have adult ones.
It doesn't really fit. I can't hear anything anybody says when I wear it.
Yeah, we got to get some earphones in it. Catherine, what do you think of Star Wars overall?
You know, let me just say this. I am a child of the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And so my older brother was hardcore Star Wars.
What do you want? Oh, you need to try this.
I didn't get that into it because I was like a little girl.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this. One time, I accidentally used Han Solo as Ken when I was playing, and he got so angry with me that I had just completely ruined Han Solo forever that he shaved my Barbie's head.
That's funny.
Well,
how old is your brother?
Don't
He
mess with Han
is,
Solo. Or how much-
he's
how
like
much
42, 43-ish.
So he's older. So he's older than you are.
Yeah, he's older than me.
Okay. See, all right. So Kennedy, I think Kennedy might be before the whole Star Wars craze as a young kid.
Well,
he was.
To be honest, Star Wars was actually the very first movie I remember going to as a child. Like at the movie theater. My very first movie theater experience was Star Wars.
Okay.
So yeah,
the original Star Wars.
The original Star Wars
came out in
1847.
1847.
Yeah, it came out in 1847. Sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
See, I'm a little young. Like Star Wars was big when I was a kid, but because it was always on HBO, but I didn't have all the action. I was more of like, but I had that same experience you had with your brother. I had my sister would use my GI Joes with her Barbies, and the Barbies got
so angry.
The Barbies got taken. And whenever I'd go in her Barbie house, they'd have my GI Joes in the crib or whatever, all wrapped up. Yeah, it was on. Almost burned that house down, that Barbie house with that elevator. So
I can tell you that for me it was pretty traumatic because Peaches and Cream Barbie she didn't deserve that. You know what I mean?
Do you still have? Did you keep Peaches and Cream with the shaved head?
No, he shaved her head and then whatever stubble was left, he painted black with a black marker.
That's funny.
It's horrible.
Because the whatever that smell was they put on those, like the strawberry shortcake. Like we went down in my parents' basement and they kept all our old stuff just because it was in. Oh God, that looks weird.
Strawberry shortcake head smelled like strawberry.
It still smells like it.
It doesn't fit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You have a big head.
Yeah, I do. Oops, wrong button.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, I had these two helmets and I had to do something with them today.
There you go. No, it's good. I think you did look, Kennedy, I make fun of you a lot, but hell of a job on the graphics and everything. Look at that.
It looks amazing.
You got a spaceship flying on the front of the graphics.
Yeah.
What other show has that?
I'm envious.
I spent so much time yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I love it.
I got a little crazy.
That's great.
That means that
I
I
did
guess
get a little
Kennedy's
crazy.
not dating his girl anymore if he's got all this time to make graph.
No. He just makes her sit there and watch him do graphic work. It's weird.
It's true love.
You're not saying that same thing. Are you seeing someone new?
No.
When's the last date you went on? When you
It's-
go on a date,
it's-
do you
it's
tell
been
them?
a while.
Do you tell them about Liquid Lunch? I would lead with that.
sometimes, it depends. Sometimes I work up to it.
You should just start every day with be like, do you know Catherine Contreras? Okay, cool, because I do the show with her.
Do you have any friends, Catherine, that are single?
Oh, I'm so old now.
Kennedy's
you know what
old.
happened?
She's not going to win
No, this is not. I don't have any single friends, but if I did,
yeah.
no, I don't have. I don't think I do actually.
Okay.
Well, I have a single cousin.
Oh.
She's in Austin.
Oh, Austin. That's not far from here. It's only 2 hours.
And she's pretty.
Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Is she into beer?
Yes.
Is she into slightly nerdy but tall guys with a stable job?
I still have a full head of hair. That counts.
Full. He does.
Full has a full head of hair. Yeah.
Great head of hair. It's mostly gray.
She's like a power girl. She's got like a power job. She wears like power clothes.
That's perfect for Kennedy. He wants to just
She's a power speaker.
Yeah.
What's a power job?
like a CEO kind
Yeah,
of thing?
she like does some kind of power job in Austin.
Yeah.
She has to travel a lot.
Kenny doesn't mind that at all. Matter of fact, that's better for you, right?
Probably better. The less time they spend together is probably better, right?
Yeah, and he's dated
She travels.
doctors and stuff in the past, so he's just like, hey, cool, let me know. So
Yeah, those don't typically work.
no,
They don't last.
we don't need it to last. We just need a few good stories.
Yeah, we just need. She was on She's Crafty because I set her up for my Valentine's special.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that didn't last, but we made the match for 5 minutes.
Okay, what kind of beer is she into? Do you know?
It's a really good question, but I can tell you that she is the person that got me to try my first craft beer in Austin.
Nice.
So.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, so that's a tease, maybe.
It's a possibility.
Possibility. All right.
I haven't been on a date in a while.
It's time.
What, I don't know. How can that be possible? Because we were just talking about you being in a relationship with somebody like 2 weeks ago.
It
What happened?
It
Kennedy?
didn't work. It didn't work out.
Why? What did you do?
Hold on. Why are you assuming I did something?
What happened, Kennedy?
Nothing happened. She just wasn't the one.
She wasn't the one for you, or you weren't the one for her?
Both.
Okay.
But she wasn't the one for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
we'll leave it.
You'll find her someday.
We
I'm sure.
tried.
Right.
This is exhausting. I can't keep doing this for you.
Oh well, maybe someday. Maybe someday. We'll figure it out. Yeah. So 2 weeks until San Antonio Beer Week. That's
Yeah. Well, it starts next weekend.
Okay.
So not this weekend, but the weekend after.
What is there anything that you know off the top of your head as far
Well,
as?
I'm probably super down for the kickoff party in Main Plaza. It looks fun. They're going to roast a pig, I think.
No, fun.
So that's exciting. It'll kick off downtown. Here's the thing about Beer Week, because will be my third Beer Week.
Mm-hmm.
It is exhausting.
Yeah.
Like you got to plan it properly, because you could really burn yourself out.
Yes.
But there are at least 3 to 4 events a day.
Okay.
For a week.
That does sound exhausting.
Yeah.
Thinking about that, I'm tired.
Don't forget to shoot us some video.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I don't know how many events I'm gonna get to this year because I have my brand new little nugget. But I'm definitely gonna try to go to the kickoff party, and I always definitely try to go to the kickoff party and like the finale. And I feel like everything in between nobody really remembers, or you know what I mean. So as long as you see me there and you see me at the end, then it looks like I was there all week.
You know what? All you need to really do is have somebody take some pictures for you and then we can use our green screen here.
Yeah,
and we can,
perfect.
We can put
and
you
then,
there.
and superimpose me in there.
And
That's
then-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, post that stuff on Facebook and you're there. A couple Instagram
Yeah.
posts.
So how does that work? So you guys would take a picture of me in front of the green screen at your house?
Yeah, we just need a picture of you in front of a solid color. And
Any
then,
solid color.
And then you just get anybody to take a picture of a crowd that looks like a San Antonio crowd.
Okay, perfect.
This is what you do. You go to your nearest fabric store
Mhm.
and buy a green curtain, any lime green. Really,
It doesn't. It has to be lime green.
I would call that lime green. I would
Well,
call
lime
that-
green works better.
This is
This
original
really, this
green.
works. It's not really lime green.
Can I ask you a question? Can I streamline this and just order it from Amazon and get it delivered to my front door?
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
They actually make chroma key material.
Mhm.
I want to make a chroma key suit.
Why?
The name of that material is called chroma key.
Mhm.
Is that what I'm
Well, you
hearing?
could
Okay.
probably just do
With
a
CH, chroma, yeah.
If you do a Amazon search for like chroma,
Yeah.
chroma
Mhm.
key,
Or green screen. You can say green
it'll probably
screen.
pop up.
I got that curtain on Amazon. I've had it for like a year. And
Let me look.
Are you looking on Amazon now?
Yeah, I
don't
am.
crash the show. Your whole
Chroma sounds like it's something like an STD you would get like in the 1870s.
Yes, he died of chroma key.
He died of chroma.
Went to the new
Yes.
the new lands on the
If
island.
you just do an Amazon search for a chroma key.
Okay. Did you hear that, like good blood listeners?
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
You know
right
what?
Here,
Oh,
there's
how about this? We're gonna set up a spot in the studio.
Yeah.
And anybody that wants to be in studio, just send us a picture.
Ooh.
And
Then we'll put you right there next to
Yes.
Josh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Right here.
Right
yeah.
there.
You guys want to see something creepy?
What? Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Of course. Creepy.
Well, yeah, you're looking
I
at
love
it.
creepy.
It's Josh. I'm kidding. No, this. Hey.
It's backwards. Hold on. That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that anymore.
I
Stop
told
that.
you.
Oh my god! I'm on a delay, so it just popped up for me.
It gets weird.
Ooh.
It's chroma key.
You're on Josh's lap there.
I know.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of love in the studio.
Yeah.
Well, there's too much love if you ask
Just
me.
two dudes.
There's a line, and you guys have just. Oh, you can only see. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me move up Yoda just a little. You can only see his weird green arm.
That's cool. It's just like in Return of the Jedi. Wait, no.
His
Empire
Empire.
Strikes Back when Luke carried him around on the backpack.
This backpack does not belong. This is Jason's backpack.
Oh, it's an actual backpack.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I'm glad you had that because I was. You know what? I like Star Wars, but I don't like any effort.
Yeah.
Being put in.
Well, because Kennedy has suggested that I put my hair in Princess Leia buns.
Yes. Yeah. It would look.
Which is brilliant, but nobody's got time for that, Kennedy. So I put this.
How long would that take?
Yeah. How long?
I've never tried to do it, but just see it like I would need tools for it. You know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe next time.
You know.
We're gonna get Kennedy one of those the metal bikinis.
Ooh.
That Princess Leia wore.
Do you really want to see
Where is
me?
that?
You want to see me in a metal bikini?
I think it would be hilarious.
Couldn't you have you could have just gotten any metal from anywhere.
Yeah.
And made it for him.
Could have, but then again, that's effort. So.
Yeah. If you make
See,
me
no
a
problem.
metal bikini, I'll wear it.
Really?
No.
Listen, but you already said it.
Yeah, you did.
Hold on.
No takes backsies, Kennedy.
I tried to stand up to show. Here, hold on. See, Chewbacca.
Who's that? Who's the Darth Vader that keeps popping up on the right side of my screen?
That's part of the ticker.
Is that you?
No, it's just a random graphic I found on the
Oh,
internet.
it's just a random Darth Vader. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's no one in particular.
I mean, it's Darth Vader is who it is.
Yeah, it is Darth Vader.
Yeah.
I kind of went a little crazy today with our ticker.
No, I love it. It's exciting.
Cool. Hey, we've had a lot of comments today on our stream.
Man, today's show, I think, has been our most watched show.
Well, there's good reason for that.
Well, we had a lot of controversial topics.
Mm-hmm.
We had the great people of Independence on.
Mhm.
I love Amy.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the sad demise of Kennedy's relationship.
Well, that's anytime you talk about any of my relationships, it's going to be the sad demise of.
Well, with that attitude.
Yeah, it's an inevitability. Inevitable.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
It's gonna happen. I would like to point out real quick to anybody watching the rear, watching the repost.
What's that?
This wall. You see where my hand is?
Yeah.
See how blank that wall is? See how there's nothing on it? But you see this wall back here? Back here? Look at all that. You see all that? Brazos Valley?
Mm-hmm.
We could still use more on that wall, too.
Oh, you want more beer signage? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, get your label on there, folks. Cruising
Yeah.
Cooler? Cruising Cooler? Love Cruising Cooler.
Is that the same room that you host your in-laws in?
Mm-hmm.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I have a stream of my in-laws when they're here. In-law cam. Big Mike and Grammy cam is what that is. And let me tell you. Actually, I'm pretty blessed. I got some pretty cool in-laws.
Oh, that's nice.
But I don't know that you'd want to watch them on camera all day. I'm just saying.
Wow. Would you want to watch anybody on camera all day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I spent a lot of time watching Shia LaBeouf that one time he was streaming
Did
from
you?
the movie theater.
How many?
Yeah.
What about that? And you posted a number of times the eagle, the hatching eagle, or what was it that was?
The giraffe.
The giraffe.
I didn't watch that stream. I just would occasionally go in and check it to see if it was still streaming.
Mm-hmm.
And did that baby ever get born?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Because I was pretty solidly sure that she was lying.
She's not. She just said she was pregnant to.
He was about to leave, and she was like, "Wait, I'm pregnant." Yeah.
Those damn giraffes. So.
Yeah, and then she just had to go with it because the media picked it up, and then she was like, "Shit, I got to stand here and pretend to be pregnant for another 4 months."
Yeah, she's like the gestational period for a giraffe is 3.5 years. Look how tall we are. You can't just develop that overnight.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a while, and then she's calling all her people, trying to find out. Do I have any friends that are pregnant?
That are pregnant? You throw me a giraffe? I mean, because then she got sponsored by Toys R Us. How big is that?
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think a baby giraffe is like 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
Like at birth.
Really?
Yeah, something like that.
That surprised me. It's tall. It's a tall baby. Yeah. Anyway, all right. The amazing birth. It's amazing. The whole life process. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
It is, yeah.
I mean, overall, from a distance.
Yeah, from a distance and 4 months later. Beautiful.
Yes, absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's why Kennedy needs to have kids.
Kennedy's too old to have kids.
Are you?
No, look at Hugh Hefner. He's probably still spouting them out.
Yeah, do you think Hugh Hefner actually, like, takes care of his kids? Or he pays somebody to do that?
I mean, isn't that the best way to have them?
Yeah, I would have more kids if we had a team of nannies.
Yeah.
We don't have a team of nannies, though. That's the only thing holding me back. So,
like, all you really need to be there for is, like, for you, Kennedy, not me, because I'm a good mom. All you really need to be there for is, like, first thing in the morning, they wake up all smiley, right?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Right before bath, or right after bath time, when they look all cute in their little towel.
And they smell good.
Yeah, they smell good. And good night kisses.
Mm-hmm. That was it. Yeah, that's the pillars.
That's it.
I babysat for my friend's kids last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
How'd that go?
It was good.
Okay.
They
survived.
Yeah, I was.
It wasn't good because you were messaging us while on the job in a public place.
Yes.
Well, one of them was at baseball practice, and the little girl was at the playground.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. Like,
it's
my question was, do you let a 3-year-old run around?
I'll tell you what you don't do. You don't text people.
What?
While you're caring for a 3-year-old at the playground.
That's true. It takes, 2 seconds?
It gets,
and then
2 seconds for them to
gets
disappear.
boring, though.
Obviously, you didn't have the emotional connection. There's far too much fear and dread that goes into your own kids. Fills up all the time.
Yeah.
Fills up all the time, makes all the hair fall out.
That's right.
So.
Or turn gray.
And that, too. The ones that are left turn gray.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing that we go through.
So I hear.
Mm-hmm. All right.
What did you think about the
what?
Technicolor motorhome?
That's good. Citrusy.
Man.
Very citrusy. I like it. It's like orange juice.
I'm not gonna lie.
This Half Nelson IPA, very good.
Yes.
I'll drink more of them. Not very IPA-ish to me.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Is it let's talk about, let's break down an IPA.
Okay.
So one, you're drinking out of a can?
Yes.
So,
that's the problem right there.
No.
You need proper glassware.
Well, it helps. But I'm not going to get into that because I don't want to have a panic attack. So let's get past it.
Let's just gloss over the fact that I'm drinking it out of the can.
Yeah. No, well, I will say that it does cut down on the aroma that you would be experiencing.
Right, which makes sense.
Yes. So that might be part of it because IPAs are very aroma-friendly beers. All that hop aroma, hopefully. Dry hopped or whatever.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Right.
We just passed 300 live views.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, 300.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I think 1,000 live views. Catherine was about to rename her child the Liquid Lunch.
Oh, is that true?
I said my next child.
Oh, okay. We'll take that.
So.
When is that?
No, this was when you were pregnant. You said if
Was
we got this was while you were pregnant.
Nothing I said when I was pregnant counts as anything that's valid because I said so.
Okay. But if you need to go back and find out what she said, the
Yeah, be sure
podcast
to
is
check
available.
And so are all our back episodes on our YouTube channel.
That's right.
You can watch every single one.
That's
Well, most of them.
Yeah.
Except the ones where you had like really bad technical difficulties. They didn't get recorded.
Yeah. But the audio will still be there. Podcast version. And there's some exclusive content on there as well, Catherine. I throw a little nugget in there every once in a while.
There's exclusive content?
There are. And some bonus shows and all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
So, yep.
Go check that out, guys.
Yep. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play. Tune in.
Oh.
Can we subscribe to iTunes? Don't just go and click it.
Oh, yeah. Subscribe.
Hit that little subscribe button
yeah.
and leave us a nice review
Leave
or
us-
a bad one.
Yeah. Either way.
What time do you have to go to work?
Either way.
I got a wall.
In fact, if you leave reviews, I'll
stop
read
Poppy
them.
Happenings.
I'll read them right here.
Okay. Oh, cool. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know that we have any reviews yet. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Y'all ready?
Please. Can we?
I'm going to look. Hold on. I don't know that we have any reviews. I don't think we do.
Are you going to drink any of those open beers in front of you?
I thought I did. Start pouring. Get what you want. Let's see. Reviews. Feed. Where is that at? Where are the reviews at? I can't look at it. Oh well, sorry. Anticlimactic. I'd have to go to the actual.
Oh, well done.
I get
well
that
done, John.
all the time. Well, that was anticlimactic.
I feel like there was no beginning or ending to the show today.
Yeah. Maybe that's the. Maybe
I
that's.
don't remember hearing any theme music.
Oh, we can put an ending to the show.
Huh?
I can just hit a button and say.
Oh no! Well, I got music. I didn't do outro music. Are we doing that? Let's do the. I'll start it.
Did we do? Oh.
I mean, I'll fade it up when it's time. We got 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
So let's talk for another 2.5.
Okay.
Good job.
Has anybody seen the new series on? I think it's Starz, American Gods.
Have not.
Watch it.
We have 2 reviews.
Do we?
Yeah.
What do they say?
Do you want me to read them?
Oh, actually, I think one of them was mine. But go ahead.
Did we?
No.
Oh, I think one of them's from me.
So it's mine and yours.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I need to review it too.
I remember writing this.
I don't remember what I wrote either. That's funny.
I don't remember writing this at all.
Well, read it. What'd you write? I'm sure it was brilliant. Were you drunk?
I said, I want Kennedy to date my daughter because she's horrible and I need her out of the house. Also, the show will change the world.
Okay, cool. I don't think I wrote anything quite that witty.
No.
So.
Yeah.
That's funny. You want Kennedy to date your daughter?
I'm pretty
No,
sure she was
my
joking.
other daughter.
Oh, wait. Huh?
Wait, what?
The other one.
Oh, okay. The other one.
Other one.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, well.
How many daughters do you have?
She has 3 that we know of.
3 that you know of?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway. Maybe she... Do you have like a twin sister or anything? She has a cousin. I thought we were going to do the cousin. Anyway.
I can't hear you guys over the theme music.
Oh. Is it still there?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. It shouldn't be. Hold on.
You know, like 2 weeks ago, I met a girl and we were texting back and forth, and I thought she was perfect into craft beer. She knew all about the breweries and stuff. And then I asked her where she lived, and she lived in College Station.
That's not far. How about now? Catherine, can you still hear us?
A little bit.
No, College Station's too far.
What about now? Is that better?
No.
No.
Hold on. I got lots of things here. How about now? Better?
No.
Now?
No.
No. I don't really know.
Take the knob that the music's playing
It's
on
all right.
and turn it all the way down.
It is all the way down.
Oh.
It's her channel. I'll have to figure out the mixer. Anyway, we'll do a quick outro here. Is that song's still playing? Anyway. We're almost to a year. Did y'all know that?
I was thinking about that this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got about 3 more weeks before we're at a year.
Yeah. So we should do a party.
I think so.
Road trip to San Antonio or something.
Ooh.
Can we pull that off? Maybe meet in Austin.
Could do that.
Yeah, meet halfway in Austin.
Yeah. It's close. Austin's a lot closer.
Is it a lot closer than San Antonio?
For me, it is.
Well, yeah.
That's how big Houston is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right. Well, Catherine, great job today.
Thank you. Great job to you guys. Good show.
Yeah, great graphics. May the 4th be with you, everybody. And
Right.
listen more Liquid Lunch because you hear all that cool stuff here today. It's a lot of talking.
Hi, guys.
Production!
What?